Now, to set the scene a little. Since Avatar KO's death, and the lack of information regarding the next Avatar, tensions between the four nations have been high. During his tenure as the bridge between worlds, the Avatar had brokered a ceasefire over Natsuo Island, a neighbor to the Crescent Island, which suffered a disaster at the same bridge between worlds hands some years ago. It is a piece of land in the Fire Nation archipelago that was never claimed by either the Fire Nation or Earth Kingdom. It hosts a previously hidden deposit of precious metals which would be used for Fire Nation citizens following the Crescent Island disaster. The ever more suspicious Earth King, Jalun, has claimed dominion over Natsuo as well, claiming his people needed it more. And with Avatar KO's death, there is no longer anyone to prevent the two nations from acting however they wish. We, being the two of you, find yourselves in the city of Gia Gi, a small, calling it a village is an insult to villages, really. A very small town, a recent kind of settlement, settled just on the edge of one of the mountain ranges that separates Natsuo Island from the inland of the Earth Kingdom. You kind of met up yesterday, just over your mutual destinations. It is here, which you've already procured tickets, it is here that you can take a tram run by earthbenders all the way through the winding, narrow passages of the mountain range before you and arrive at lower Gia Gi by the end of the day, which is a lot more preferable to going up and around to Yudao, take a boat, extra couple months. This is the fastest and most efficient way to move. The city around you is, again, city. The city around you is relatively mute, especially for its size. Only a few people here and there talking and moving, cattle, different kinds of wagons. You do see at the far end, right where the mountains start to peak, a woman stamping tickets to a bunch of men wearing large hats and generally vaguely concealed identities.
Oh.
What do you do?
See. I probably am like, you said men wearing large hats, and I was like, ooh, I'm a man wearing a large hat. And then
It's true, you are a man wearing a large hat.
And I was like, oh, wait, no, but I do not have a concealed identity. I just kind of have a large hat. Well, I'm gonna go get my ticket stamped so I can get on this tram.
You happen up into the line and you see a few people in front of you. It's kind of funny. They all vaguely look like NPCs. You see this one man in semi-traditional water tribe attire. No sleeves to account for the hotter climate. You see him wearing these round spectacles with his hair like tied back, a bunch of books in like a satchel thrown over his side, and you see him like reach over the lady's really large counter in order to place his ticket. He gets it stamped and moves on his way. I would like for, which one of you is a little more on the perceptive side?
Which one of these is perception?
No, I'm not looking for a stat. I just mean like generally like who's like a higher like wisdom, like a harmony.
My harmony is a +2.
Then it's you.
What were you gonna say, Kane?
I was gonna say, Kane does his best to like keep his ear to the ground, so Right.
I'll allow you both. If you want to go ahead and roll either harmony or whatever other roll that you think is more appropriate, go for it.
Okay,
Is this
so
like in
roll
a
2 dice.
situation?
So I roll 2 dice, I take the number on the dice, and then I add my modifier, right?
Yes.
Bleh.
On both dice, plus your mod.
9.
Okay.
Wait, I add my mod to both dice or just one?
No, it's the sum of your dice plus your mod.
Okay, so 9.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 6. I feel like Kane's a little bit distracted with the amount of
Yeah.
people in this area.
It's also a very different kind of city that you're used to being in.
Yeah.
There is something, Zushi, something that isn't... Something's weird. You can't really put your finger on it. Something's weird, that's all.
Weird. I'm just gonna kind of like keep that close to myself and be like, all right. I figure I don't know Kang well enough to be like, hey, something's weird. So I probably
Yeah,
would
you're just kind of
keep
going
that
to like the
opinion to
same
myself.
general line is kind of what's happening.
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't share that. I would just be like, huh. And just kind of like be mindful of where I step.
Yeah. Which one of you is in front? Because you're like getting in line.
I feel like just because he likes having a larger scope, he usually lets Zushi go first.
Okay.
I go first. I am
especially
the
since-
pillar. I am the leader. I go first.
Yeah.
You behind this line of remarkably unremarkable people, you just kind of see them like going through the process of getting stamped and moving on. You notice, given your role earlier too, you do notice that the atmosphere is a little more solemn than you would expect, even for a tram station. The woman up front in her very official-looking robes doesn't even look at the men who are like passing her by when she stamps. And you get up to her and she just says tickets.
I hand her my ticket.
And then she, for the first time, she looks at you and peers over her desk
I'm gonna like
and looks
Put
down
down
at your
some
ticket.
tickets. my hat.
And she leans over. Try a different day.
What do you mean?
Would I have heard this?
I'd say you're in close enough proximity that something's like up. You can kind of perk up your ears and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna start like looking around, seeing if I can get any sense as to what the fuck that means.
I'm just gonna kind of like lean up to her and be like, I mean, there's a weird vibe going on here. Is something bad gonna happen?
Try. Do you need to take this train today?
Technically not. I could. Was my ticket good for tomorrow?
No. You remember back to your ticket. Your ticket's good for this fucking train. If you give it up, you're gonna have to get book passage on another train whenever a new one is coming through.
When is the next train?
She looks over to her ledger and flips through a bunch of pages in this huge book. 1 month.
I'd rather not wait a month. I'd rather just go now, because if I... Because I am assuming I spent money on this ticket too.
You did, yes.
Yeah, I was like, I'd rather go on this train since I paid for my ticket.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna like walk away.
I'll like, as they're walking, just like pat them on the shoulder and be like, "We'll be fine."
If you could go ahead and actually, because I already gave you the ticket, I'm not going to take it away from you, but can you roll to plead?
To plead, that's a harmony one.
That is a harmony one.
Okay.
Thanks.
So 4, 6, 8.
Okay. 'Tis all.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start heading toward the tram.
Kane, she gives you a... She's kind of associated the two of you together. And just go ahead and she just stamps your ticket. And allows your passage.
Okay. As I'm walking away, I'm just gonna like just as I'm leaning over to take my ticket, just say, "Stay safe," and because I'm sure I've seen when things are starting to go south before.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
safe.
Yeah, so I imagine this is looking real familiar right now. And so I'll
I feel
catch
like my
up.
character is vaguely naive too.
Uh, I'm gonna catch up to Zushi and just like get a little bit closer probably than we've been walking before and just be like, whenever we get on, put our backs to the wall. We want to make sure that we're looking at all angles.
Okay.
Just go with it. Just go with it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like, cause I probably still got my like sand wraps. I'll just like
Yeah.
pull my like face scarf up a little bit.
Cool.
Well, dang.
The train itself is isn't really a train. It's made entirely of stone. It's operated by earthbenders who are on like each vector, making sure it moves smoothly. This area of the Earth Kingdom, especially in the mountains, is known to be very treacherous. It requires very special, skilled earthbenders who know what they're doing, when to stop the train, when to make it go, when to make it tilt a certain direction. People who know the tracks like the back of their hand. Behind this collage of NPCs, you manage to get into the train. Do you follow Kane's advice?
I think maybe because I got a bad vibe before.
Okay.
And she tried really hard to convince me not to go on this train, but like, dang, if I was gonna wait, I might as well have just walked all the way north.
Yeah.
Like,
You make your way to the back of the train. There is this car. 'Cause it's not like a huge train, right? It's about 4 to 5 segments long. And each one can house about 12 people uncomfortably. So you make your way all the way to the back, and you can see the entire train. You sit down on the terribly padded seats, and you wait for it to start. The Water Tribe person actually makes his way to the back with you as the train starts to fill up with these NPCs. Kind of looking for a seat, not finding comfort anywhere. Notice that there's like a general lack of people in your area. And so he goes and he kind of sits about a seat or two away from you and gives you a little smile. And pushes his glasses up, sits down.
wave.
It isn't a super long wait. You don't notice the people that do come in here, again, the sea of NPCs, there's a good amount of them. Like, there's enough room to comfortably fit in the train. Nobody really has to sit next to anybody. Should be a pretty calm ride. The train itself, it's going to take a good amount of time to get all the way down Natsuo, or to lower Gia Gi. and you're just kind of preparing for a ride. It's about, unless you want to do anything now.
I was gonna say, like, are there people in each car making sure it moves around, or is it in just like one car?
What do you mean
With,
making sharp moves around?
like the Earthbenders who make this train move.
Oh, like one per car?
Yeah, like
No,
is
no,
that-
no, no, no. There's 4 Earthbenders operating this tram.
Okay,
2 at the front, 2 at the back.
cool. I was just seeing if I could see any of them.
No, actually, that's not true. In your because you're sitting way in the back, there's like this window right next to you. You can see, like in the vague corner, if you like look back, you can see one of the Earthbenders just like getting ready, getting in position, testing the ground.
I realize that they're super specialized, but Kane is trying to prepare for like any eventuality. He's gonna try and see if he can like pick up on any of their moves as we start heading down the mountain.
Okay, that's interesting. If you want to go ahead, just for my fun, if you want to assess the situation.
Sure. Which I believe is creativity.
Yes.
Yes.
Check. That's gonna be a 5.
A 5. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not really earthbending that you're super familiar with, and it's a little bit of an unconventional use for the role. So we'll kind of see how it goes. You're also very keenly aware of the door that leads directly to the outside of the fucking train.
Yeah,
Like
figured it
a
was
fire
long
exit
shot.
sort of thing.
Yeah, he's definitely got his head on a swivel. I'm not expecting him to learn
Yeah.
any of it. It's just something he latched onto.
Yeah. Curious. It's new type. You're in a new place.
Yeah. Zushi's probably just like sitting there, like I've probably been on trams before, so I'm just sitting on the tram and like maybe a little bit like a little bit more alert and unnerved than normal, just because people were acting weird. But like based on my background, I feel like I am relatively naive.
I would agree. Because you
She's
have ridden
just
trams
full of-
before. Like sometimes, like in your way to like Bossing Say, like sometimes your family would have like business in there, and they do use trams to get around.
Yeah.
Seeing one
I've
so
like
far
been on
outside
trams
of the
before.
kingdom though it's new. They're trying something.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, so I'm like a little bit more like alert, but I'm like relatively more naive, and I'm like, this is just a tram. I don't know what's going on. I straight up asked the lady if something bad was gonna happen. Like, I am naive. So
Well, if your business in Upper Gia Gi is complete,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah. I'm probably just like sitting there chilling. Like
Okay, where'd it go? Hold on.
Probably
I had a
somewhere.
vibe stored.
is the music still playing?
I
No.
swear to God.
No.
Like spell slots, I prepared a vibe for today.
Oh,
Yeah. I have expended the vibe.
Yeah. Did
You,
do you have Will prepared today? No, I didn't prepare that. I prepared hostility.
Pretty much. The tram moves. It's a bit of a rocky start, but generally speaking, it's quite smooth. The mountains on either side of you make it impossible to see anything past them. But there is even though they're just a bunch of rocks and slopes and points, there is a beauty to the Earth Kingdom. Your water tribe friend over works up the nerve, and he gives you a little wave, and he's just like, "Excuse me."
Hi.
Hi, sorry. I'm kind of new to this area, and I'm just kind of looking to meet some people. Can I get your names?
Yeah, my name is Zushi.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you
Nice
too.
to meet
I
you
did find
too.
it
What's your name?
curious.
Curious?
I just haven't seen waterbenders in this area in a long while.
Oh, I'm not a waterbender. My tribe is from the north, but I am in the Earth Kingdom because I had a scholarship to study at the Royal Academy. The Royal Academy.
Nice. Well,
Geology.
I'm sorry, what was
Not
your
a lot
name
of.
again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so talk.
Fuck. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Soatak. You said you were studying geology?
Yeah, there's not a lot of places for geologists in the water tribe areas. A lot of the waterbenders themselves study the glaciers and the ice, but I was more interested in rocks. Go figure.
I guess I didn't even realize there were rocks in the Water Nation. I thought it was all ice.
I mean, it is more ice than anything. But yeah,
Nice.
I had a little bit of a. I had a good time in the Earth King. The king himself has been very gracious, and I was summoned by some Fire Nation people, I guess, to help study this thing that's kind of been made apparent over on Natsuo. So I'm just kind of booking travel.
Oh.
Where are you guys at?
What did
Huh?
they find? Like, what do they
I
want you
don't
to
know.
study?
Some kind of ore. I wrote my thesis on unique kinds of meteorite ore and other kinds of strange phenomena in the earth. And I guess someone must have seen it, and I'm really excited.
Oh, that's very exciting. I hope that
Or-
it goes really well and you're able to learn some cool stuff.
Thank you. Where are you two headed?
Oh, well, I'm just traveling because I don't know, it seems like a good place to go. I'm trying to figure some stuff out.
I understand.
About the
It wasn't
same
easy to
way.
leave the north. I get it. Just two travelers, huh?
I sympathize.
Yeah, we just met yesterday. So,
Oh, okay. Sorry, you just looked so close. I kind of thought you two were traveling together.
No.
not really. Yeah, we just met yesterday.
Kane, you do notice, and I'm gonna say Kane because you're the one that's kind of watching more than Zushi.
Yeah.
You swear there were more people on the train than there are right now.
Like more got into this section.
Like-
than are right
Like, no, more like there are fewer than when you got on.
now? Are like the doors open or
No,
Kane's,
you all feel this large lean to the left as it comes up to one of the big spirals that dots the landscape.
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck these people went. The hell? Okay.
Yeah, there's just fewer people.
Damn NPCs.
Damn
Disappearing?
NPCs.
You said we were sitting. Is there like standing room?
No, I mean, yeah, there is like standing like in between like the seats. There are like poles for people to hang on to.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand up and just start hanging on to the pole, and I'll turn just to keep it less conspicuous to the water tribe person and say, "You can come sit over here."
Oh,
Makes
okay.
it easier to talk. That way you're not having to sit at an awkward angle.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
He pushes up his glasses and rummages through like a bunch of books, and he just are you both from the Earth Kingdom?
Yeah, I'm from here. I am from a farm actually. My family and I, we do a lot of farming and growing and stuff, and then we sell what we grow to the community and then sometimes to Bossing Say as well. But depending on if they have like something really big going on. But yeah, so I do a lot of like, I guess I'm an earthbender, but I use my earthbending to help with tilling the soil and like doing that kind of stuff. So luckily my little brother also is an earthbender, so he can help out the family while I'm gone. So
Oh, okay, that's really good of you. I don't have any siblings. I guess I always just kind of wish I had a brother like that.
oh, I have a lot of siblings actually. There's like 10 of us.
Kane, it's
Yeah, to
weird.
run a
Every
farm.
time, yeah, to run a farm, that does make sense. You do watch people, but every time you look away, it's like more vanish. You realize that there are no other people on the train.
I'm just gonna like, yeah. At this point, I'm not even being subtle. I'm like getting like in a very grounded stance, and I even like have my pack open a little bit in case I need to pull my shit out. And I'm just gonna turn over to Zushi and be like, "We need to be ready for anything right now."
What?
What?
And I'm just gonna like
This-
gesture at the rest of the car.
I don't like look up. Do I notice that we're now in an empty car?
Yeah. Weren't there more
was like-
people here a few minutes ago?
Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah,
They've
weren't there
been
a lot more
slowly
people?
disappearing. I don't know where they're at.
Zushi, you look to your right, and you see the earthbender. As you feel this large lean over to the opposite direction, and the train barely catches itself. You almost fall out of your seats. Zushi, you look to the right outside where the earthbenders were. No one's driving the train.
Okay.
No one's driving the train.
Yeah, we're moving cars up. Let's go.
You look outside and you notice the people that were just like controlling the tram are not there. As you
Okay,
get up and you make your way closer to the middle of the car, Soatok follows you. You feel another lean to the other side as you feel like you almost go horizontal. Soatok falls to the ground and hits his head. And he like reaches around looking for his glasses.
I'm gonna try and help him up and be like, we have to go. Come on.
What? Where are we going?
Out of this car. It's not good. And I'm just gonna pick him up.
I'm like, no one's driving the train.
You pick him up.
Yeah.
As the sways get more and more absurd, you look out to the window. Zushi, you look out to the window because you're not holding anybody. You see what's coming up ahead of you. There is a sharp turn. Without anyone driving this train, you will crash.
I'm like, the train is about to crash. We need to get off.
Cool. Everybody
There is
know how
nowhere
to
to go.
Is there a door?
There is a door. On the sides of you are enormous peaks, mountains. Below you is a chasm.
So we're like on a point on a track.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to see if I can try and do
Yeah.
some earthbending to stop the train.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So it gets out of your arms, seeing that you're about to like try something. He's like, "Ugh," and he holds onto a pole for dear life. The both of you are going to rely on your technique and training.
Rely on your skills and training. Damn it, it's a focus. Okay.
Actually,
So
hold
focus-
on. Is it rely on your skills and training, or is it going to be pushing your luck? I'm going to say, are you doing this together in like a co-opted?
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna say we need to stop the train.
And I will argue rely on skills and training because I've used earthbending vehicles before. Not
It's
the
true,
same
you have.
type. Yeah.
Okay, I will allow you to rely on your skills and training.
Cool.
Okay. So we both roll focus. It's a 0 for me, so straight roll.
That's a 7.
A 7.
All right, 2 7s.
2 7s. Not the best, but we're there.
You hit the sharp turn, and just like before, you feel this lurch to the side. Both of you almost lose your footing. Soatok holds onto the pole for dear life, hanging off of it, and the train does not crash. You will both mark 1 fatigue for this.
That's fine.
1 fatigue.
1 fatigue.
But it is a long way to go to lower Gia Gi.
Is that on the other side of the mountains, or do we still have to go through the whole freaking mountain still?
You still have to go through the whole fucking pass still.
Okay.
Is Gia Gi split on one half of it is on one side of the mountain, the other half is on the other side of the mountain?
Upper, lower.
Okay.
Ah, I see.
You are headed, basically, for like all of your maneuvering through mountains, it is largely skewed a slope.
Okay.
So you will continue to pick up speed if nothing is done.
Were we not able to stop the train, or what did we do?
You managed to keep it from crashing. You kept it on the rail.
Okay.
Okay.
And is it just our car? Like, can we see like further cars ahead of us?
All of the cars are attached
Okay.
with metal.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to our friend Soatok, and I'm gonna be like, okay, we're gonna try and keep this thing controlled. I need you to figure out if there's literally anybody else on this train or if it's just us.
Okay. He rushed because again, there's not that many cars. There's only another car that is closed off by a door.
Yeah.
He pounds on it. He knocks on it. Excuse me. Before opening it, he opens it and he goes, "What is going on?" There is no one at the front of the train.
Okay.
So we're the only people on this train.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, get
I'm
back.
gonna
Let's
continue to
together.
try and keep this going, but I'm gonna say to Soatok, okay, can you figure out how to unjoin these cars? It's gonna be easier to control one than two.
I have an idea.
What?
He reaches in his bag and he has just like this like very tiny pocket tools.
Nice.
But I'm gonna need help.
Okay.
He in order to uncouple the car, he looks outside of the window and looks down at where the coupling is because there isn't a proper coupling between.
Yeah.
I don't know
Would
if I
it
can
be
do this.
easier if we just okay, here, come back inside. Would it be easier if we just broke the stone around the metal?
I don't see where that wouldn't work.
Okay. Can I
You
use
do that, or keep us on course.
Damn, this is
He
gonna
hold onto
give
a
me-
pole.
Okay. So would I be able to use I'm in learning for this one, so I don't know how well
Okay.
it'll work. But would I be able to use ground shift on the area of where the coupling is to just kind of like
Let me look at ground
it's
shift.
basically stuff that I would do for like
Twist the ground itself to
It's-
displace or unbalance foes. You know what? It's unconventional and I like it. Yeah, you can
Yay.
use your earthbending, even just generally, you can use your earthbending to try and achieve this. I am gonna make you push your luck though.
okay, so I would roll
No, that's not true. I'm gonna keep this with rely on your skills and training as I use the bathroom. Be entertaining.
so
Sick.
I would roll with focus. Okay, whoa, actually, can I argue? Oh man, he's gone.
I love how you were like trying to figure out how these rules are doing, and then you were like, "Oh, things are still happening."
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
this is a tie.
I don't know. He's got his headphones on, so I'm just gonna talk through what I think I want to do. So, I have a move called Fighting Like Dancing. So when you advance an attack against a group of foes or a foe has previously defeated you, you roll with harmony instead of passion. And I argue that since we have the train car has previously defeated us by not stopping, and I would like to argue that I can roll with harmony instead of passion, because my harmony is a +2 and my passion is 0.
Yeah.
How do you feel about my argument?
I feel like you have not been defeated yet.
I have not been defeated even emotionally. It did say
I
that
feel
the
emotionally
defeat,
defeated.
It did say that the defeat does not have to be a physical defeat.
I think
This feels like a reach.
Okay, so I'll roll with passion then.
This feels like a reach.
Okay, I'll roll with passion.
That was good,
Guys,
but
you
no.
can do it.
ah jeez. Oh no. What'd you roll? Oh no! Oh god.
Okay.
And I have a 0, a +0 to passion.
Okay, it's okay.
So a 2.
You begin the bending process, and as you begin to focus, you feel a lurch in the side of the car as you hear the crashing of rocks amongst it. You look out into the window, and then you see those NPCs skating along the sides of the mountains. You see their hands covered in earth.
Are they the big hat ones?
Bad.
Yeah. You see their hands and feet covered in earth as they skate along the mountains with ease. Several of them are chucking rocks at you, many missing, but some hitting as the train begins to kind of break apart.
Okay.
In particular, you see a few small missiles of earth go straight through the windows and almost entirely, one manages to grab Soatak's neck and throw him to the ground, pinning him as he wrestles with it. It seems like they are particularly angry at Soatak.
Okay.
Well, I want to try and earth, since my earth bending failed on trying to break the car. I'm gonna try and move the earth that's on his neck off of him.
What are you doing, Kane?
Unpin him.
I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I didn't get any special stuff for earthbending. Are we looking like we're in danger of falling off the track again? Like, do I?
It looks like you're a little bit in danger of everything, of the track, of falling off the track, of the damn train blowing up.
Okay.
And Zushi, you're able to do this pretty easily with your own earthbending without special skills.
Nice. I have.
Are they
Do you
just?
know these people?
Hold on, Kane. Go ahead and say.
Are they just to one side of us, or are they on both sides of us?
They're on both.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try and create a rock slide on one side. Just
Ooh,
to try
okay.
And, like, knock some of them down.
I think so. I'm going to go ahead and let you do this, but then we're going to enter an encounter,
Sounds good.
an exchange.
I don't
roll,
know if an account
push your
exchange
luck.
happened on any of the other
Push my
ones.
luck. That's passion, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, push your luck is in fact passion.
Hello.
As we learned, painfully.
That's gonna be a 7.
Okay, that is not bad.
1.
That is not bad.
Got a +2. We're stress dancing. That's what we're doing.
You plant your feet on the ground. You into horse stance, and you raise your hands up, focusing on the mountains to your right. the earth starts to crumble and slide, and you see that several of the Dai agents, which you have recognized, have even a few of them have managed to fall into the sand, and they as a group are going to take 2 fatigue for that.
Good.
I wouldn't know they were Dai, right? Because I am peasant.
The mark of the hands and the feet are no one else uses those techniques outside of Dai agents.
Oh, damn. All right, so these Dai.
A lot of people in the Earth Kingdom know what the Dai are.
So.
They are Earth Kingdom FBI.
Y'all get hit with the boom, boom.
Shut up. Soatok holds oh, you said, do you know these people? No, I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
You
said you know the Earth King?
I mean, no, the Earth King's a big stretch. She was part of the reason that I managed to get a scholarship into the school.
They're after you for a reason. What research are you doing?
I'm just doing research on the island. The one the Fire Nation hired me to try and help them figure out.
Awesome. Great. All right.
I just thought it was a minor disagreement. I didn't think it'd come to this. As you turn to like a new lurch on the side of the train.
Okay. We're in it. We're in it. I'm gonna try and keep us, like, get us to a more stable position since I've taken out some of them. So I'm back on just stabilizing course.
Do you want my help with that? Like, are you gonna say like we need to stabilize the train again or anything like that?
I'm actually gonna turn to you and be like, would you rather make sure we're on course, or are you gonna take care of these guys?
I can try and move the ground around them.
Sounds good. Oh, it's weird being on the receiving end. Okay.
What?
It's fine. Go. Just you do your thing.
Yeah, that's getting fucking clipped. Are you kidding?
I also love, I'm looking back at chat again. Who hasn't been defeated emotionally? That's a vibe.
Me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are you guys doing? What's the plan?
I'm stabilizing.
You're stabilizing
I would
the
like to
car.
use ground shift. I would like to use ground shift on the other side. So he caused a rock slide on one side. If I use ground shift on the other side and I just destabilize that land, doing the area will give me 1 fatigue, but all affected foes become impaired for an exchange.
Oh, they become impaired? That's pretty nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they become impaired for an exchange.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, but in like, so all affected foes in the area, but it does give me 1 fatigue to do this.
Okay. So, while Kane manages to stabilize everything, I'm going to have you rely on your skills and training. Kane.
Cool.
Zushi, you were just using ground shift.
Yes. I don't know. What do I roll for that?
We don't roll anything. So, Kane, yeah, you just do it. We are going to recontextualize this just a little bit, okay?
Sick.
So, Kane, you are not technically involved in this exchange. So I'm going to keep you where you are, and we're going to make sure that you can still continue to keep the car steady. Mm-hmm. Zushi, you are in direct aggression with Dai agents.
Okay. They're trying to kill me, though.
This is a time.
This is great. So you were gonna go ahead and tell me we're gonna start an exchange. What is your method you're going to what are you picking?
So ground shift. What do I do next?
Well, right. Well, what kind is ground shift? It's evade and observe. Okay, so you're.
It's evade and observe.
All right, so you're gonna take an invade and observe action.
Down, basically.
Right. So you're gonna take invade and observe. The Daily are going to take advance and attack. You see them all from both sides. The wind in your face as you try and keep all of the dust out of your eyes. You look to either side and you see them both on both sides of you. A great number of them shoot earthen missiles at you from their hands. They will get resolved first. So they are going to use focused fire. They create holes in the walls in the entire train. Both you, well, we'll just say you, because they're directly firing at you. You are going to take 2 fatigue.
Plus the one I take from ground shift?
We're not getting there just yet. One at a time.
Oh, okay. So
the advanced and attack gets resolved before evade and observe.
Yeah, everything's resolved.
There's an order.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
And you're going to take a condition.
Oh, no.
Because of the fingers all grabbing at you, we're going to make you impaired.
Oh,
so you're thrown off balance?
Oh, so it's a status, not a condition.
Oh, my bad. I looked it wrong. My bad. I got excited.
So, impaired. Okay, so I am impaired. So what does that mean that I'm impaired?
It means you're, wait, I picked that right?
I'm slow or off balance. Mark.
No, sorry, I'm a dumbass. I combined conditions and statuses. That's my bad. You are not impaired. Ignore me, please.
Not impaired.
No. We are going to make you... We're going to make you afraid.
No. Okay.
That just means you have a -2 penalty to intimidate and call someone out.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure what call someone out means.
It's a balance thing. You won't worry about it right now.
Okay. I think being afraid is fair because
I think that is very fair.
I am a lowly farm boy.
It's true, you are. Son of a shepherd.
Oh, I need to watch that show again.
All right. You take evade and observe. So you automatically clear 1 fatigue.
Yes. Clear. And then it's going to come back when I do that thing, though.
Yeah, pretty much. So you don't move.
I put it down.
You said you were using ground shift?
Ground shift, yeah.
All right.
And I am at a learning level.
Oh, okay. No, it does change things. Yeah. I just forgot how it changes things. Doug?
It is not I am not a master at it.
Yes.
Do you remember? I know it changes things. I forgot how. Do you?
A learning level.
Like learned versus mastered.
Yeah.
Learn.
I do not remember, to be honest.
Because that is my one learning one. Because my other one that is the mastery one is a different kind of a thing.
Okay.
So.
Well.
Here, let me.
Okay. I believe that means you have to take it at fatigue.
Dang, so that means it's going to cost 2 fatigue?
This is rigged.
For now, we're just going to go ahead and play it as though you're a master. Just for now.
Okay, until we figure it out.
Until we figure it out. Just to keep moving.
Because I figure I've never used this for attacking people. This is something I would have used for tilling soil.
Right.
So it's probably something I've used before, but I've never used it like this.
Yeah, I just don't... For now, I'm going to make you take it at fatigue.
Okay. So just the regular 1 fatigue that it's going to cost for me to shift the ground around the area?
We'll just do that for now.
Okay. Sweet.
All right. So they take 1 fatigue and they become that up group of them become impaired. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark that as more.
So they become impaired, and that means that they're slowed or off balance, and they take a -2 to all physical actions.
Or just mark 1 fatigue, which is what they're gonna do.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's an or? Oh, it is.
Yep, that's an or.
Yeah.
It's an or.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh no, you. Yeah, okay. I'm right.
Yep.
Or choose 1 fewer techniques. Okay, yep. Cool. You see a group of them, even in their slippy, slidey earth shoes, stop dead in their tracks. A few of them fall over. A few of them shout to each other to proceed, and they begin the attack again in earnest. You see one of the cars break off, shredded by earth and damage. Kane, rely on your skills and training.
It wasn't great. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't great. That's a 2.
No.
You take a large turn, and
We're a little bit fucked.
the very front of the car begins to break apart. The one that you're standing on is going to give out.
Oh, no.
Cool. I'm gonna.
So Atak looks down and almost falls and just goes,
Next car.
But, he's stuck, and you see the ground start to move underneath him and to crash as he begins to fall onto the track.
No! Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
you're very close to him. You can grab him.
Okay, I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna grab him and try and help him up. And I'm just gonna say, next car. And
Next car!
and I'm gonna try and help him into the next one as well as get myself in.
Do I hear next car and jump to next car?
Well,
Or
yeah,
am I
you're
still
both
in
you're
encounter?
both pretty close to each other, aren't you?
Okay, so should I get into the next? So even though
Well,
I'm
the
in
car
an
that you're
encounter,
current.
can
Well,
I
yeah,
move?
you can move. Yes, you're an encounter. You can go ahead and move.
Okay.
That
even though-
encounter
yes, even
has
though I'm
that
in-
exchange has ended. A new one must begin.
Okay. So I'm going to move to the next car with the rest of them. So
Yes.
that this car breaks, and this car will break.
Yes, you see the earth shatter and crumple into dust as you all kind of inhale it in. So Atak. Oh no. You see the forward momentum of the tram, and you see the earthen pillars that make up its monorail. There is a segment that is missing.
Cool. I have an earthbending technique that I think could be used for this. Let me know if it doesn't really work. I have dust stepping. It's defensive maneuver. Step into the air on thin pillars of dust and stone. Advance to a higher position and become favored and prepared. Any foe engaged with you can mark 2 fatigue to block this effect.
So you personally want to do that?
In order to create a new path, unless we're bailing.
That is more of a personal thing. I do want to remind you that you are free to use bending in a free-form manner.
Sick.
Oh, yeah.
Then we're gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make a section for us to keep going.
Okay, it is a very precise, thin layer of rock.
Yup.
So it's going to be extra difficult.
Yeah, that's fine.
This one, you are going to push your luck.
That's fine. I'm weirdly
Which is
better
our
at that
action.
anyway. Yo, that's a 10.
You take Earth once again into horse stance. You summon all of your focus, and you take in the earth from the mountains beside you, and you close your arms. A pyramid forms beneath the tram that shoots it up into the sky at an incline.
Oh.
The 4 remaining cars have a brief eternal moment of airtime before landing perfectly back onto the tracks.
Yo!
You do everything you can in order to restudy the tram because currently Soatak is throwing up on the side of the train. But you kept you all alive.
Oh god.
You are missing the front half of you are missing the front car. So you are currently facing all of the air coming directly onto you.
Cool.
The car we were in broke, right?
Yes.
So that was the front car, and now it's gone?
Now the front car is gone. You're in the second to front. There's a third, fourth, and fifth, which is the one way in the back, which is where you came from.
Which is where we came from. Okay. Ooh. Dang.
The Daili are still around, and you are very viciously reminded of that as you find more earthen pellets come through the windows.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna tell Sokatan to stay on the ground and
Oh,
hold
he's
on.
not. He can't stand. He's holding on to one of the poles, hugging it for dear life. Okay.
I might hop into this combat real quick. These guys need to be gone in order for us to be able to survive this damn tram. Oh, that was a nice poem.
That was beautiful. That was really good.
Cool. Especially since I haven't taken a whole lot of fatigue, but you have. So we're gonna try.
I have taken a lot of fatigue.
We're gonna balance some stuff out. Ooh.
What happens if you get full fatigue? What happens?
Then every time you take fatigue, you would instead take a negative status. When you can no longer take negative statuses, you're unconscious.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead. Because I want to try and like break off more of their path so that less can follow us. Would that be a smash? To destroy or destabilize something in the environment, possibly inflicting or overcoming a fictionally appropriate positive or negative status.
You know, I do love that idea of using smash to break apart mountains to inhibit the Daili.
Yeah.
I would allow that for smash.
Cool. So that is special. Cool. That's gonna be a 7.
Cool. You know that does mark 1 fatigue for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. All right. You now you can only use smash right now in one direction, right or left. Does it matter to you?
Which direction would you say I used it last time?
To the right.
Just cool. I'll do to the right and just try and get rid of one side of our difficulties.
Okay. You try and take out as much of like the terrain as you can, making it as difficult as possible to follow you. You break off the tip of one of the mountains. It comes crashing down. And it does entirely cut off a few of the Daili. I'm going to go ahead and mark that as 2 fatigue for them.
Cool.
But you do see a few simply punch through the terrain as they keep coming.
Yep.
You did inhibit them in amount. You do see less Daili than you did before.
Right. Okay, cool.
Although I did that a little bit too soon. I should have done this as a proper exchange. Zushi, how are you? What are you doing?
I probably, since he went on the attack, I'm probably going to work on trying to keep. I'll probably switch this time and try and work on stabilizing the car.
Okay, rely on your skills and training.
And that one is a focus, which I also have a 0. 7.
7, that works. Unfortunately, it is going to work at you taking some fatigue, which means you're going to have to take a negative status of your choice.
I'm not there yet. I only have 3.
Oh, you're not there yet? Okay, never mind. I thought you were higher. Just kidding.
No, now.
All right.
Now I have 4 fatigue.
Okay, cool. Because I guess that was a very advanced and attack move, I believe that is what smash is. Is that correct? Kane?
Say that one more time. Sorry, I was looking.
Smash is advance and attack, right?
Smash is advance and attack.
Okay. So they actually they are going to use they're going to use focused attack on you. Except this time they're going to send it through form of a giant rock.
Yay!
You see combined with 2 Daili who rush ahead of the train. They stomp onto the sides of the mountain, and the 3 of them shoot a rock with their combined force directly at you with this very sharp point at the end. They use it to, yes, get towards you, but they miss. You are going to mark 2 fatigue.
Got it.
And you are going to take a condition.
Okay.
Actually, oh no. The Daili were planning this attack.
Yeah.
They are prepared, which means this attack is going to suck a little bit more.
Ooh.
So, well, that's probably a bomb. So you're going to take 2 fatigue and you're going to take a condition. You're also afraid.
Okay, that's fine.
With their preparation, you are going to take an additional 2 fatigue.
Okay,
And
so
you are
also
and a status.
And you are also taken to be... I gotta find a list of them.
We're gonna get fucking arrested.
Only if you fuck up!
We're still in this. We're still
You're
in
still
this.
in this? I forgot where all the conditions were. You know what? We're gonna make you, Oh, here we go. Oh, I found the learned and practiced thing.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at earlier when I got distracted. I was like, what does this mean?
You know what? We're just gonna make you extra afraid, which means you're gonna take -4 to intimidation rolls.
Cool. Alrighty. That means
I am
I'm
gonna make
do
them...
2 things in order to get away from that. Cool.
All right.
I do need to take another status.
I almost forgot. I'm sorry. The 2 cars behind you detach with this boulder and fall into the abyss.
So this is our last car.
No, 2 cars.
Aren't there,
The one you're in,
cars.
the one behind you.
One we're in and one behind us.
I thought one of them detached earlier. Cool.
We
No,
had one
sorry.
in the front that detached. So
The front.
of the six that existed, there are now 2 cars.
Cool. Awesome.
That is the end of the exchange.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead. Some of this doesn't work though. Would I be able to do retaliate?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because at this point,
you'd have to. Did you want to start another exchange?
I'm trying to get rid of them, so yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, you want to do defend and maneuver, retaliate?
Yeah, I'm gonna do retaliate. So if they start giving me fatigue, they're gonna get some back.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna continue on the advance and attack.
Cool.
They are going to use smash.
Hey!
All right. Cool. How many of them are doing that?
Actually, I lied.
Okay.
they are going to try and seize a position. Also defend and maneuver.
Ooh.
You can mark 1 fatigue to stop them. Because you see them all in their very rehearsed combined effort skate ahead of the tram and start to set up a wall so that you crash into it.
Okay, we gotta stop that.
I'm guessing if I use a fatigue to block them from this, that doesn't work with retaliate. It's separate.
No, I'll allow it.
Oh, cool. Then yeah, of course. What negative status am I taking?
Each time a foe inflicts a fatigue
Wait, do you not have
condition-
any fatigues left?
I have no fatigues left.
I have 1 fatigue left.
Are you also doing something?
It doesn't say that you have to be in the exchange. You can spend a fatigue to stop them, so Kane can continue.
Yeah, I'd like to spend a fatigue to stop them.
Okay.
So don't take us out. I will just spend a fatigue.
You
So now we are
look
both out of fatigue.
directly ahead of you, Zushi, and you see what's happening. You see the walls start to come up, and it's left to you. Is this what you want to do?
Yeah, just
You barricade their walls on either side so they crash in, and a few of them fall back and have to re-get their footing as the train moves past them. Kane, what are you doing?
Okay, so we're going into a new thing.
No, it's like, what was your thing? What was your thing that you were doing?
Oh, I was doing retaliate.
Oh, but they didn't inflict a fatigue.
Yeah, that's why I was willing to take
Okay.
on the fatigue.
I understand.
To disperse shit.
I
It's all
understand.
good.
Sorry.
You're all good.
I didn't want you to have to take another status effect.
That's fair.
There's something I want to.
You could maybe close up the wall behind us.
So there's like a lot of loose dirt and stuff now. Like,
Yeah, there is.
could I try and like, relying on the technique I've been taught since I was a kid, make a smoke screen of sorts with it? Just like
Oh,
kick
that
up
could be
more
fun.
loose dirt and just try and create like a pseudo sandstorm.
I'm going to make that be a. That
Would
is
it
going to
a
be
hint?
an evade and observe. I was going to say it was going to be hinder.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cool.
Okay. So evade and observe. They're actually going to. Hold on, I gotta double check here real quick. Just 1 second.
Okay.
They're going to smash. They aren't targeting you though, so you're not going to take fatigue at this. They do target the car behind you.
Okay.
You see this boulder take out even more of your movement real estate.
Okay.
You're all that's left. 1 car.
Yep. That's fine.
Are you in this engagement, Zushi?
Because like
Gotta
we've
go
been
now.
switching off who's engaging and who's stabilizing the car.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on a straightaway or are there any turns coming up?
You're on a straightaway right now.
Okay, since we're on a straightaway, I'm gonna help with the engagement.
Yeah, full offensive.
Okay, so what are you doing? What are you taking? Evade and observe, advance and attack, defend and maneuver.
I might do another ground shift, evade and observe in the area of where there are a bunch of them.
Okay. All right.
Which
And what
is
are you doing
gonna-
again, Kane? Oh, you're also evade and observe.
Yeah, I'm still doing the hinder.
You
Yeah, mine is gonna put, mine is gonna put a negative status effect on me since I'm out of fatigues. Since I
okay? What status do you pick?
do I get to pick one?
You get to pick.
Oh no. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I'll let you pick. I'm gonna go ahead and get Kane out of the way. You harness the dust in the bending style with which you are familiar, and you bend this cloud around you of pure dust and sand. The Daily themselves are having a hard time seeing out of it. Your friends probably are too, but you're very familiar with this. You know what to look for. You remember them in your mind. You know where to aim.
Cool.
Zushi, is it you take fatigue to cause them fatigue?
I take fatigue to cause them impaired.
Impaired. I am gonna, because of the
so
speed at
they-
which you're traveling, I am going to give them 1 fatigue for that.
Because they lose their the ground beneath them. They're unbalanced, and then they become impaired. If they're already impaired, they become stunned.
They are not impaired, unfortunately.
Okay. And then,
But I am gonna make them mark 1 fatigue.
Since I am out of fatigues, I then chose impaired for myself. But
Okay.
does that mean I have to choose another fatigue, which chooses another thing, or do I just do? Should I do the nat minus?
Well, you can
2?
mark 1 fatigue or take
Oh.
-2 to all physical actions.
And since I'm out of fatigues, that would be another. It would be better to take -2
So-
to all.
It would be, or you would take yet another status. And remember, if you get all
I'll just-
statuses, you're knocked out.
Yep.
Yeah, because doomed seems pretty awful.
Yeah, it does.
Doom doesn't sound great.
Trapped seems pretty awful because you're pretty helpless. Stunned seems pretty awful. Do you,
Yeah, they're all
can you
not
get out of these?
They're all not great.
Can you,
There's not
can you
worth-
get out of these? Because if you're
You
stunned,
can,
then
yeah.
you can't act. Does that mean you just don't
Yeah.
act for the rest of the time?
For the next exchange.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that goes away. Does impaired go away?
Impaired does. I'd assume it does.
Okay. So I can choose impaired, take -2 for my next exchange, and then impaired goes away. And then I'm
No,
normal.
okay, hold on, no. No, impaired's gonna remain until you can take an ability to get out of impaired later.
Would
Some of
stun
these
go
things
away?
stun does specify that it does.
Okay. So if I can choose to be then stunned for my next turns for the next exchange, and then the stun goes away, and then I can act again.
Yes. But in the process of this, we are counting stunned to your statuses. Cool? So, like, if you go on a fatigue again the next exchange, you can't pick stunned. You have to pick something else.
It still
Okay.
counts.
I might just do the -2 for impaired because that makes
Okay.
it easier.
That works. Okay. Next exchange, you do hear them preparing, but they are at a disadvantage given the dust. You do see that there are not very many of them left, but they are still trying.
Did the ground shift like mess them up?
It did. That's what's
Awesome.
kind of keeping them at bay.
Nice.
You still have the smoke screen of sand. What do you do?
Since that's still up, I'm gonna go ahead and try and do. Can I do C's position with the whole car, or is that just for me?
You'd have to earthbend the car into a new position, or you can put yourself in the car, but I mean, you don't have a lot of places to seize a position for.
Yeah.
So what
I
would
was
you be
more
wanting
thinking,
to...
Because one of them says engage, disengage with the foe, so I'm just trying to push us farther forward, like just give us a boost.
Oh, you want to pick up speed.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Get us farther away.
Overcome a negative status or danger, establish an advantage, or escape the scene. Can want to block this technique. Yes, you can try that.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Seize the position.
You have rocks from beneath try and speed you forward, but they are instantly reduced to ash by the Dai Li, who are going to spend a fatigue to stop you.
Yep, I thought so. Okay.
They are going to evade and observe and remove 1 fatigue from themselves.
Okay.
And they're going to hinder you. They can't really see you, but they can fuck with you. The earth beneath your car starts to turn into like mud. It makes you a little more unstable, slows you down, makes it almost impossible to escape this scene. The smoke around you
How-
that you were bending starts to clear, and you see only a handful of Dai Li agents left. They can't. They're on their last legs.
So,
Okay.
is there a way for us to do stuff like without
So-
using our fighting techniques, with use it, but like still like how do we know like what we're doing if it's a defend and a move it or an advance and attack or an evade and observe? Is it just kind of like what the vibe is?
It's all
It
special.
says
It's all. It says underneath the ability.
Yeah, like seize a
But
position.
like,
is
what if we're not using a technique? What if we're just like, I need to earthbend?
Well, then you're not doing it in an exchange.
Yeah.
If you're doing it in exchange, you're picking a style, a form in which you're doing it. Smash is punch most of the time. That can be with fire. That can be with rocks, water, air, whatever.
So I
but
can't
if you
do
just
smash because I've not trained in it, because I don't have it. on
no,
my-
smash is a general ability.
Yeah, everybody
Does
has.
everybody get Genas?
If it's generals,
I thought
yes,
you
you
could
can.
The
only
basic
choose-
techniques. No, it's the advanced ones that you can choose for that stuff.
I think I
Um,
might have misunderstood how these rules work.
You're all good.
No, it's okay. That's what these are for.
So,
Well,
also,
dang, there's so many things I could have been doing.
also Zushi, if you do evade and observe, you clear a fatigue.
Oh.
Yeah. So if
And
you
would that clear just a fatigue, or would it clear the impaired? Just the fatigue?
A fatigue,
Just
but some evade
yeah.
and observes do clear a negative status.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
but I think I'm gonna go for another smash, try and knock them off this mountain.
All right.
Especially if there's only a few of them, we're getting them out.
They are
Goodbye.
also going to use smash. Smash is going to hit all of you because of the boulder
Okay.
they're using and the small confines you are in.
Okay.
Yes.
So. Okay.
Lots of smashing in this prologue. That's just how I like it.
Smash.
You summon
There's
a
a lot
boulder.
of smash in this pass.
Oh my goodness.
That's good. That was good. I can't be mad at that one. That was pretty fucking good. Oh, that was good. Good for you. You summon a pillar of earth from beneath the gorge. It flies towards the remaining Dai Li agents as a boulder flies towards you. Players resolve first. The pillar smashes through the rock just as it's about to hit your car. And into the squad of Dai Li. A few moments pass and the mud that's been trying to keep you from moving on vanishes. The Dai Li stop following. You see several of them fall and earthbend a shelf for them to land on, watching you speed into the mountains.
Okay.
You see Soatak holding on to the pole.
You're doing
Not
great,
gonna lie,
buddy.
I briefly forgot about him. Not gonna lie. Like I was so worried about dying.
I'm gonna do a different thing right now.
Well, we need to get to the end of this.
The
pass.
car is
Right.
still moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can
Oh,
can I really quickly like offer support? Like so I have a defending a sport where I'm within reach with. Are we still in combat?
You are not in an Okay, so you're in a D&D mindset in which the entire time you're in combat and out of combat. In this game, a round is an exchange. That is simply how your back and forth is gone. Once an exchange is done, you're not still in combat. A new exchange has to begin.
Okay, so because I have a thing called defending, but it says if I'm within reach of a companion in combat, I get to clear a negative status effect from them.
No, but you can guide in comfort to try and clear statuses and fatigue. But you aren't in a very good place to guide in comfort unless you are trying to coerce someone into going above their means and whatever. But
Okay. Okay. I guess. Okay. So, well,
Cool.
Kane, you figure out. Do you know what you're gonna do? Because I'm gonna just try and continue trying to get the car.
Yeah,
To the
that's what I was
destination.
gonna do. I was gonna say, okay, they're done with. Let's focus on staying alive.
Staying alive.
so you both want to try and steer the train.
Yes.
It's just one cart, so it should be easier.
Just one
Much
car.
easier.
Yeah.
You get on either side of the tram. You jump out of the cart. You jump on either side of the tram, and you grab onto the sides, using your earth bending in order to stay kind of magnetized to the silt that makes it up. You put your feet on the ground, and you just kind of slow it down as you both skate it to a much slower position. And using your feet, Flintstone style, you push it further and further to the destination. Half the damn cart, like just like the heading part, is gone. It's like
Yeah.
free air now.
Yeah.
The pole still kind of sticks out from the bottom, to which Soatak is adhesed.
Yeah. He's not
As he
moving
should be.
anymore. He's hard welded to that.
You can still kind of hear each other now that things have died down and you can talk. And you hear Soatak mention, like, I just wanted to change a job. I just wanted to go closer to home. I didn't think they would try and do this to me.
I'm gonna just look to him and be like, hey, you did really good not dying today.
Thank you, you two.
Would that be considered a guiding comfort? Because I...
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna like go in. I'm gonna like lean in. I'm gonna be like, this is like, we made it. We're okay. I don't think anybody else was hurt, probably, because I think everyone on the train was a Daily agent, except for us.
Seems that way.
Because the lady who stamped our tickets tried really hard to get us to not get on the train with you.
You know what, Kane, that was unfair. It was pretty funny. It was unconventional, but I'll allow it. And Zushi, you can go for it too.
I was gonna say, with Adamant, I chose the I don't hate you thing, which means I can guide and comfort using awkward, understated, or idiosyncratic fashions.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to mark insecure, but we're good.
Okay, go for it.
You roll with harmony to guide and comfort.
Yeah, so Zushi's gonna roll with harmony. You're gonna do your thing.
I actually roll with passion instead, which means, hold on, I have to do math. That's a 9.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, so if you fail, they either embrace your guidance or they can shut you down and your balance changes?
Yeah.
Don't worry about balance now.
Damn. Oh, well, I rolled really well. I got an 11 on the die plus 2 of harmony, so that is going to be 13. I did great. I am so comforting.
You think your ability to comfort Soatak to Kane's kind of loosening him up.
And he clears 2 fatigue.
Oh, he's fatigued as shit. He appreciates that.
Well, he clears 2 fatigue, and I may ask one question.
Would you like to?
Oh, yeah. We both get.
I have to think of a question real quick and be like, just like, kind of going in like, did you know much about the Daily before you started on this journey?
No, it was just one of those things that was, you knew they were there. You knew they were there to keep everyone safe. I didn't know they sent anyone after me. I just like rocks.
Building off of that, you said you were sent to figure something out with an island. What was that?
Natsuo Island. They need some scholars to help figure out better ways to help mine the resource they're trying to get through without entirely uprooting the island itself, you know? Like, as with the least invasive, the better. I know there was some dispute over the material between the Earth King and the Fire Lord, but I didn't think I was super a part of it. I was just excited to, you know, to put this degree to good use.
Okay. Do you know what the material is?
It's a combination of a few precious metals. I know there was talk of like meteorite ore, a few other cool things, but
okay.
GM, I don't think I would know very much about meteorite ore, right? Like, I would
certainly
know, like,
not.
some rocks. I'm like,
You know what a meteor is?
it's a cool rock from space.
Cool rock from
Space
space.
rocks.
Space rock.
Space rock.
I know a place where I can try and figure out more, but that involves going back home.
And we are kind of stuck right now and potentially wanted by the Daily.
Yeah, I was about to say we should not pull into the station. We are trying to park this before we get in view of it.
For your knowledge, Lower Gia Gi is not technically under the rule of the Earth Kingdom.
Okay.
It's
we're
so
probably fine
close to Not So Island that you are technically abroad.
Okay. So we're in like international area,
Yeah.
right? Cool. Awesome.
I'm just like kind of like, I'm a little bit stressed though. I'm like, do you think that they know who, because obviously they know who you are, Sotak. Do you think they know who we are? And I'm pointing between me and Kane.
The fact that that lady was telling you to take a different train after he got on means we were not in the mix.
I agree.
Do you think they have our names? Because we have now attacked Daily agents.
Did we have to give our name with the ticket
No.
when we bought it?
Okay, so we're probably still anonymous. Like, they don't know who the two random earthbenders who helped this water tribe guy are.
Yep.
Probably.
Correct.
Especially since I've had my.
I'm worried about
thing
my
up.
family. I'm worried about my family. I've heard
There is no
stories-
reason to believe that your names and identities are known.
Okay. I've heard stories about the Daily, and I'm assuming I've heard stories about how just some weird stuff happens sometimes, and I'm worried about my family. So I'm like, as long as they don't know who we are and they can't go after our families, that's fine.
I know how ambushes work. Whoever is the target is who they're going after. Anybody who tries to resist is just in the way.
Slightly concerning, but I will. That is a question. We can talk about that later.
Yep. But we are good. You, I'm a little worried about.
Yeah, we
If I
need
can
to
just
get you out of the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm close enough. There should be a ferry pretty close to the.
Once I think we get to the island, like, you're no longer on Earth Kingdom territory. I don't think.
We're
I can
headed
just
that
get-
way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you need someone around you?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wouldn't be a little comforting.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
At least to the
we're going
island.
to the same island.
Yeah.
Like, we all got on the train to go to the island, so.
Yeah. I knew the answer was yes, you need someone around. It was more, are you comfortable with us making sure you don't die?
I would definitely categorize myself as being comfortable with that statement.
Awesome. Cool.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Okay, I can't really move there. I got a tattoo, and like moving my arm there was a little bit. I moved a little bit too much and stretched the skin. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna earthbend from this direction instead.
Still the tender.
Of course. So you managed the trip down to Lower Gia Gi. Your sad little tram arrives at the station, and everyone, you see this woman who looks like she is kind of like the opposite end attendant who's supposed to like stamp tickets. You see her mouth fall to the ground.
Sorry, the driver's left. So we did our best.
Of course, it's difficult to determine what the ore would have been used for. Not So Island has long been fought over for various different reasons, especially after the Crescent Island disaster at the hands of Avatar KO. Maybe it was used, as Sozin said, for the recent refugees. Or maybe Jaloon was right. Maybe something more nefarious was at stake. But we may never know.